Hi, my name is Gavin. This is my 4th year at camp, and this summer I was the operations coordinator. My camp echo story is my first experience of echo. Like all the other internationals, I got hired at the London Fair in February, and I did this on my gap year. So I was on my gap year, I went to the fair, and just like off chance I'd get hired. But yeah, Meredith Stevens offered me a photography job my first year, so I said sign me up, I'll take it. So then I did a little bit of travelling straight after the fair for a couple of months, so I didn't really do that much research into the camp. So anyway, I came back a couple of weeks before I was flying out to the States. I just kind of Googled McGaw YMCA and saw it was in Chicago, and I was like, oh great, like I knew it was in the Midwest, but I didn't know it was so close to Chicago, and I was like, this is gonna be great. So I got on the flight, was flying over Chicago, landed in Chicago. Meredith Stevens was actually a little bit late to pick me up, so I was kind of just sat at the airport for a while, being like, so no one's going to pick me up. But after about 15 minutes or so, Meredith and Christine Martinez, who was the main camp director my first year, came and picked me up, and so we started driving. And I know, like, normally airports and cities aren't too far away from the city, so I thought it'd only be like a half an hour to an hour drive. Anyway, so we get like 2 hours into the drive, and I'm like, all right, where are they taking me? So then Meredith turned around and was like, all right, we're on a different time zone now, so you can put your watch forward an hour. I was like, what? So yeah, I thought we were going to Chicago, but obviously we weren't, so just kept driving, I just kept my mouth quiet. I didn't want to like say anything because first impressions and everything. So yeah, I just kept my mouth quiet. We stopped, got some food. I think my flight came in about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I remember looking at my watch, it was like 10 o'clock and like completely dark, and I was like, what is going on, where am I going? So anyway, we turned up to camp, and it was pitch dark, and they put me in Horse Haven for the night by myself, which is not the most glorious cabin by any means, but yeah, so they put me in that as my first, my first part of echo was, going on to Horse Haven, sleeping on a bunk bed. I remember just lying in bed being like, where am I? Like, all right, I'm just gonna sleep and sort it out in the morning. So anyway, I got up pretty early that morning because of jet lag, and I walked down to the main peninsula. I didn't know where I was going. I was just walking with my phone. So yeah, I just took a quick stroll around. I got my phone out. I was looking for some Wi-Fi to email my parents. So I got here. Oh, all right. So anyway, I got on the Wi-Fi. And then I went on the Google Maps and pressed in my location and realized where I was. I was in the middle of Michigan. So I kind of zoomed out to see where Chicago was, and Chicago was right around the other side of Lake Michigan. So yeah, when I first came to camp, I thought that camp was the McGaw Y in Edmonton, because I only just did a split second research on the camp. So then I kind of didn't keep my mouth quiet, and I told the story later. So first impressions wasn't that I had no idea where I was coming. But yeah, it was just kind of one of those little funny starts to my first summer. Even though there was kind of that rough start to the summer where I was like, where am I? Like, not really being sure. I still had a great summer, and I think it proves it with me returning back for my 4th summer now.